knock you over?
That was you going covert ops all the way to the stage.
I had to, man. It's Pokemon. I had to make sure I got up here for this incredible, incredible match.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Both players locked in early, quick. Maybe we're going to see some similar leads out here. And actually, no. Kotone on the bottom screen, she decides to switch it up. It's going to be a Thundurus Landorus combo there, so the Genies are showing up today. Ryan going with the same lead as last time. Aegislash as well as Charizard there, and again has that wide guard threat like you mentioned earlier.
Of course, we see some consistency here in Ryan's lead, and in the previous game we saw consistency in Kotone's lead. I think it just depends when the player wins a match, and if that wins, maybe they don't feel the need to adjust and predict. But honestly, bringing that Thundurus can be extremely huge for her. Kotone she can prankster, she can do some crazy, crazy stuff. It's really going to be intense to see what she wants to do. I believe she's running Swagger on it as well, so we could end up seeing some shifty, shady stuff here.
And obviously Thunderbolt, a very popular move on Thundurus, so really threatening that Charizard through the potential wide guard there. So even if the Rock Slide's not going to hit, this Thunderbolt might do some serious damage there. The sun does get set this time. I could confirm the sun is set, and it is a prankster Thunder Wave there from the Thundurus on Kotone's side. And Ryan, very, very excited to see a U-turn there, so maybe locked into two moves that he really, really liked. And there we go, Kotone getting her Pokemon back, and will have a critical decision right now to make.
Yeah, especially because you saw how happy Ryan was. This could be extremely crucial depending on what slots Ryan targeted. Of course, we can see the sun is going to go away.
Did Ryan predict the Tyranitar switch? Is it going to be a Flash Cannon?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the full paralysis off the Thunder Wave.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ryan. That is bad news bears, and it looks like the Aegislash went for a substitute. That is a free substitute.
That's huge. It's going to be high now. I think we saw the leftovers on it earlier, and there we go. That Aegislash could be here to stay. Jonathan fanning himself off here with the note cards.
Because you got
this match is hot fire.
This match is hot fire. The sand might be up, but the heat is not gone from the battlefield. Seriously, that turn for Ryan could have been insane. We have no idea. He could have targeted down. Oh my gosh, and a full paralysis on the Charizard as he went for the Protect.
And that is absolutely huge there for Kotone on the bottom screen as we see a taunt go off into that Aegislash slot. And it's going to pick up a ton of damage here on the Charizard with a big Rock Slide. And the Mega will fall for Ryan Park here, and maybe the substitute will fade as well, but maybe not. We got to see. I do believe the substitute has stuck around here. Aegislash now going into Blade form. We will get the final move.
To see exactly what this Aegislash wants to go for. Is it Shadow Ball? Is it Flash Cannon? Who is he targeting? Let's find out right now. It's going to be a Shadow Ball into the Thundurus slot, doing a good deal of damage.
Taking it down to 70 hit points, getting the Citrus Berry here, and Thundurus back over 50% into the green, but Aegislash did still get to keep that sub. However, it can no longer King Shield.
Yeah, it cannot King Shield thanks to the taunt on the previous turn, and I feel like Ryan's really got to be feeling the heat right now. You think you'd be coldest when your Charizard faints, but he's got to be feeling some heat up there. That full paralysis, back-to-back full paralysis, only a 25% chance to happen on each turn, so the likelihood of back-to-back ones, I'm not doing math right now. I'm watching Pokemon. You can't make me.
No more math.
I'm not doing math right now. It's bad. It was just, there's no way my tongue is hardly cooperating. My mind cannot do the numbers.
No, not at all. As we see a Thunderbolt get fired off into that Aegislash slot, will do enough damage, I believe, to break that substitute here, leaving the Aegislash very, very vulnerable here. But Rotom managing to connect with a Thunderbolt, taking Thundurus down to 38 hit points here, and it's going to be a crunch in Blade form. That Aegislash, there's no way it's hanging on. Kotone taking a huge lead here. 2 Pokemon down for Ryan. Can he turn it around?
I don't know. This is going to be tough. You have to appreciate every last effort made. The sand is going to hit the Thundurus and the Rotom wash here, but Kotone, she is just playing fantastically, taking those risks, knowing that Aegislash cannot use King Shield or Protect or substitute, anything of that nature thanks to the taunt, had a free opportunity to go ahead and crunch into that slot because either it was going to be a switch-in or it was going to be a fainted Aegislash. So she's playing on her A-game. Bringing the Thundurus is proving to be the greatest adjustment she has made for this team.
Yeah, she's definitely playing the risk-reward game there. It was interesting going for that Thunder Wave early when probably having access to Thunderbolt, but maybe knowing that Charizard could potentially take a Thunderbolt. I'm not sure. It depends on how these Pokemon are trained, of course. We see the switch now for Kotone on the bottom screen. They're getting a nice Intimidate off onto the Landorus of Ryan Park, who can no longer switch out that Landorus. So every stat drop it gets, it's going to be permanent there. As the Rock Slide comes out, was maybe hoping to hit that Thunderous there. And a nice Will-O-Wisp, though, from Ryan. Going to go ahead and really reduce the attack of this Tyranitar that also, I believe, took an Intimidate on the switch in of that Landorus. But firing back with a Rock Slide here, not doing much at all. Ryan really showing the bulk on these Pokemon, not to mention the status drops.
Absolutely, the status drops coupled with the burn is really going to pay off for Ryan. He's in such a tough spot, though, going 2 to 4 with Kotone. She can just switch her Landorus out and just get another Intimidate off on that Landorus on the other side of the field. So I really feel like she's just going to try to get rid of this Rotom and recognize that Landorus isn't going to be doing too much as long as it's getting all these stat drops. Not being able to switch it out once you're in a 2 Pokemon position can really, really hurt you.
Yeah, a lot of safe plays here for Kotone. Just making the right decision is going to be key here. And we get the Rock Slide now from the Landorus on Kotone's side, doing just a little bit of damage. Not really too much to either of these Pokemon. They're really able to eat that up. And
the flinch!
Here.
The miss! It was a miss!
A miss there on that, and Rock Slide doing just barely any damage to this Rotom that gets the Citrus Berry, so that burn was big early on.
Absolutely, that burn is really paying off. We saw on the very first Rock Slide, Ryan's Landorus did nimbly dodge those rocks, and then Rotom was the only one that took just a little bit of damage from that. But double Rock Slide is a dangerous game, especially when you're already up against the wall, 2 to 4. You don't want to be playing with the potential flinches. Of course, 80% actually, when they do miss, it can really help you out if you're on the receiving end.
Yeah, it can be nice there. And let's see what we get. It's another Rock Slide. Kotone not afraid to stay in here. Oh, Rotom hitting back with a big Hydro Pump. Is it going to be enough? Landorus faints here for Kotone on the bottom screen. And as we saw, Tyranitar's just not doing anything in this matchup.
Not at all. Ryan is making the correct decision, but it looks like Rotom's getting a ton of damage. It's a crit on that Rotom, but the Life Orb coupled with the burn is going to take Tyranitar down.
And that's it. Tyranitar will go back to its trainer, Kotone, on the bottom screen there. And I think Kotone still actually has 2 more Pokemon. I don't even think we've seen the 4th here. This should be a Thunderous and potentially Gardevoir here?
Potentially Gardevoir, potentially Heatran. We haven't seen it at all. She's been playing. There's the Gardevoir. She's played this whole match with 3 Pokemon, and she has a full HP Gardevoir right now, which is going to be really, really tough. Of course, the Thunder is not really going to be able to take advantage of Prankster, at least with Thunder Wave. If Kotone is feeling risky, she can go for a Swagger and try to ride it out, but I think she's just in such a good position, she has no reason to take such risks.
You're exactly right there, Jonathan, I think. And I don't think Ryan liked that. He knows that Gardevoir has access to some spread moves here that can do some serious damage to both of these Pokemon. It's all going to come down to, I think, speed at the last second here, and also maybe a little bit of favors from the luck out there.
Absolutely, secondary effects can be in the favor, but it looks like Landorus is going to go for a Rock Slide, but I believe, yes, it did miss the Gardevoir entirely. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, not being able to hit that Gardevoir, I think that the Rotom's going to go for a Hydro Pump, connect on the Gardevoir with that. Lower accuracy, but coming through Rotom, really trying to. It looks like the Gardevoir is going to fire off a Hyper Voice, and the game goes to Kotone. The players shake hands. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Juniors World Champion,
Kotone Yasui. Congratulations.
I'm applauding up here because that was a fantastic match. Played